This meeting is being recorded.
And I will pass it over to Suzanne to start.
Hello, everyone. My name is Suzanne Roman. I'm a recruiter with Tufts Medicine. Specifically, I recruit for Tufts Medical Center and some of our research positions. So just want to start by thanking you all for being here. And it's a pleasure to see so many faces on the call and so much interest. So appreciate you and your time. So today I'm going to chat a little bit about our research department and different opportunities that are available at Tufts Medical Center to give you sort of a general description of Tufts Medicine in general. We are a healthcare system, so we do have different various entities across the state. We have Melrose Wakefield Hospital, Lowell General Hospital, north of Boston, and then we have Tufts Medical Center, which is right in the heart of the city, next to Chinatown. In Tufts Medical Center, which is where our research department is based. We do a lot of collaborations with local universities, specifically Tufts University School of Medicine. But yes, so this is where our research is based out of. Here are our mission, vision, values, strategic priorities for Tufts Medicine. Why we exist, where we're headed. We embrace our values: one team, inclusion, respect, heart, courage, and excellence are all values that we strive to have, every day and for our employees to have as being part of the organization. So I'll dive into research at Tufts Medicine. We have been at the forefront of medical research for over 200 years. We do research studies across various departments and specialties. Some of our research studies, or I would say, many of them are led by our principal investigators, our PIs, who, have come up with a question or an idea that they want to research more, but also many of the studies are generated just based from coming from a simple question from a patient or a caregiver, a parent, different concerns that they may have for the person in their life that's receiving care at Tufts Medicine. So a lot of our clinical research studies stem from just those everyday questions. So really we strive to meet our patient needs, and the most important ones. And our mission, in the research department is to help people lead healthy, fulfilling lives. Here we have some of our different research institutes and specialties with Tufts Medicine. So we have a clinical and translational science institute, CTSI, an Institute for Clinical Research and Health Policy Studies, Molecular Cardiology Research Institute, and we also have a Woman, Mother, and Baby Research Institute. All of those institutes do staff various research positions. But just to give you sort of an idea of some of the different departments or research teams that you could potentially be looking at or considering a position with. And here we just have some of the specialties, or I guess all of our specialties that our research is based on. So you will see, we have hundreds of specialties at Tufts Medicine, and many of them are actively being researched, or have active studies surrounding them. And again, depending on the position, it could be based in any of these institutes or interacting with any of these different specialties. So an overview of different opportunities in research. Some of our more entry-level positions is what I've highlighted here. We do have more advanced positions, but thinking in terms of you all coming and trying to, reestablish your careers in research or evolve or develop a career in research. This is often a good place to start. However, we have a careers page that will walk you through all of our current openings, which include research associates, which are, a bit higher level than than these positions here. We also have lots of different internship opportunities. But again, a good starting point would be our clinical research coordinator positions. These positions essentially are assisting the principal investigators. They're helping to plan and the clinical studies, the clinical research studies. Primarily, they are helping to recruit and manage the different patients and study participants throughout the studies. Preferred qualifications for these roles. We do require a minimum high school diploma. Bachelor's degree is preferred, relative research experience is ideal, but not a hard requirement for these roles. Some of the positions will require basic life support certification. However, typically they do not for research. So if the position did require that certification, the research team would actually just have you obtain that upon starting. So essentially, we're just looking for folks that have a passion and interest in research and want to, evolve their career in the space. We do find sometimes the clinical research coordinator positions are, and maybe research assistants as well. Sometimes there's medical students that have a gap year or two in between, pursuing a higher degree, and it works out well for them. However, what we would like to, ideally, bring on board are folks that are interested in furthering their career in research, evolving their career. So, able to commit to a minimum of 2 or more years within of employment is really a great addition to the department. And then for another position would be research assistants. And essentially they are assisting the PI, the principal investigators. They will help manage various research activities, conduct data preparation, analysis. At times will help to prepare manuscripts and presentations, but doing a lot of the documentation piece of research, whereas the clinical research coordinators are more so working with the participants and patients throughout the studies. And preferred qualifications for the research assistants. These are a bit more flexible. I guess, similar though. We do prefer someone who has completed a degree program or is enrolled in a degree program, but a high school diploma would be the hard requirement. And then we do ideally seek folks that have a minimum 1 year of research experience. One thing I also want to add and note for both of these two positions and job profiles, I'll note that we do have several openings currently, and we do regularly have openings across or throughout the course of the year. So they are always, evolving. You can continue to apply or check back to see if something interests you, but we do have a pretty steady streamline of clinical research coordinator and research assistant opportunities and openings at Tufts Medical Center. For both of these positions, we do have career ladders. Our career ladders offer upward mobility in this role. So we have a clinical research coordinator 1 position, and then from there you have the opportunity to advance to a clinical research coordinator 2, 3, and 4. And then similarly with the research assistants, we have a career ladder established to help you advance over time and take on, more responsibility and further evolve your career in research. And then there's also different tracks you can take outside of these two job profiles. So, if you were to come on board in an entry-level position and want to maybe take the course towards steer your career towards a program or project management, you could take that route or potentially evolve into a research associate. So different opportunities and different career tracks, but these are always a great starting point for you. Let's see here. And then we have Tufts Medicine has great benefits. So our research, or I guess I'll back up here just once more in terms of current opportunities. One thing to add there is that the reason for, continuing to have various openings and sort of encouraging you all to continue to explore various opportunities in research. A lot of our research studies are based on funding. So in various grants that change or, peak at various times of the year. And so we do find sometimes that the research opportunities come on sort of a rolling basis. I don't know if that's really if that's structured intentionally, or more so just kind of based on, I believe it's based on when grant and funding is obtained and at various times of the year, that's a bit higher. So at times we are hiring many, research professionals. Seems to be that case currently, as we do have quite a bit of openings. And then at other times throughout the year, they may drop off, but certainly continuing to check our careers page or reach out to me would be a great way to get in the door with Tufts Medicine if you're interested in joining the research group. So over to our benefits. These positions are generally benefit eligible. All positions that are part-time or full-time or working over 24 hours, you would be eligible for benefits. So we have great health, dental, life, disability, a lot of different elective benefits. We offer a 401k retirement planning and a company match. Education and career growth. We have a tuition reimbursement program currently that offers, I believe it's $4,000 annually. You can be reimbursed for tuition. Work-life balance is important. We offer to first-year employees, I believe, start around 30 or 28 to 30 days of PTO. And then there's, 7 paid holidays, I believe. We have an employee assistance program that offers a variety of various supports, something as general as career counseling or career training, coaching, to therapy sessions, legal services, lots of different support services through our EAP program, which I think is just a great benefit to help in all aspects of, work-life balance, health and wellness. There's nutrition planning and programs and things of that sort as well. But yes, we can, Tufts Medicine offers lots of various benefits to meet your needs. To apply for any of these positions or to review our current openings on our careers site, I would suggest you go to careers.tuftsmedicine.org. There you can filter by research. I suggest typing in research or the position that you're searching for. You can sort by keyword, and that'll pull up all of our research openings. You can review the job descriptions, what the role entails, which, department or institute it's with, and apply to those positions there. You'll definitely want to formally apply to the position so that we have you in our candidate tracking system. That's how all of our hiring managers will review your application. So certainly want to submit an application to any positions you're interested in. And then as the next step, I would offer or welcome you to reach out to me. You can send me an email, let me know that you've submitted your application. The hiring managers are aware of our partnership and collaboration here, and so they will be on the lookout for ABN referrals or candidates, and ready to review your applications and consider you for the position. So, first step, submit an application, and then please, feel free to reach out to me directly. I have my email there, and it sounds like also Krithi is going to be providing some referrals as an introduction as well. So either is fine, but we would love to consider you for the position. I'm happy to help wherever I can. I think that is the end of my presentation today. Lots of ums aside. I hope this was beneficial and informational to you all. I'm certainly happy to answer any questions that you have. I'll defer to Maddie if you want to open up questions, or if Maddie or Krithi, you have any questions for me that come to mind initially, happy to chat through those as well.
All right. Thank you so much, Suzanne.
Of course.
Stop the recording here.